Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Doomlink's Live Hunts. It seems that I have been plagued by technical difficulties as of late. There was a little bit of a delay going live today. As you may know, I was having issues with the capture card that I use to record analog consoles, in other words, ones that don't have digital output. Specifically, well, I guess you could... Well, that's a different conversation, digital versus analog. But I will say that the consoles that don't have HDMI output, I use a separate capture card for those. That capture card was giving me some problems. I worked out what the problem was. There isn't really a proper solution. There sort of is, but it's a half solution. In the case of my other capture card, now it was having a weird issue where I had to restart my computer to actually get it to be recognized, which was annoying, but and I've never come across that issue before. So that caused a delay in starting this, so that was just lovely. Also, I just realized I did get a new shirt. I've gotten a few new shirts actually, and I realized that I can't really wear this one without a jacket because it has green. So you can actually see the game behind me. I don't know if you can really get a feel for it. Yeah, see how you can see the game behind me? It's because I've got green on this shirt. It's the In the Sign of Evil shirt from Sodom. And, yeah, it's kind of awkward. I hadn't even considered that. Because I don't necessarily get these shirts just to wear on camera. I wear these shirts in public. But, yeah, I have to actually have a jacket covering the green part. There's no green part on this side, it's only on this side. And, yeah, it makes for a little bit of interesting recording. I do recall the time, it might have been I suppose it was in the early days of streaming, there was a time when some people thought that it would be a good idea to wear all green so you could only see their head suspended in the video, and it's just really funny, like in their live streams. I have never considered doing that, and I will not be doing that, but it's quite entertaining. Maybe I could do a stream with that sort of setup at some point in the future, sort of as an April Fool's, I would imagine would be the way I would do it, or the event that would have to justify me doing that, some sort of April Fool's thing. But I generally don't bother with April Fool's stuff, I will tell you. Anyway, none of the other shirts that I bought recently, just a few days ago, have green on them, fortunately, and again, I wasn't really thinking about that. Green is not a colour that you will commonly find on a heavy metal shirt, so there you go. Hello Vernon, and hello Juvenator, and I suppose hello Cavenator as well. But regardless, I will probably go online. Vernon's going to be joining me soon, he says. But, yeah, as I said, I'll have to wear this jacket, or at least something covering my left side, which is, to you, also my left side, but it's mirrored anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. And as per usual, I haven't actually checked to see what rooms are available, and it seems that there aren't many rooms available. I mean, if that's accurate, if that's actually accurate, as far as how many people are playing right now, that's worse than 3 Ultimate. How that's possible, well, I suppose it comes down to the fact that anyone who has a Switch has probably bought Rise by now, and they just love Rise. Oh, why would I ever go back to Generations Ultimate, you know? So, that's probably what's happening there. There's no reason for any of these people on the Switch to go and play this game, which is fine. EX Bloodbath is not quite what I had in mind. I was expecting just, you know, some level Bloodbath between G1 and G5, but sure, we'll do EX Bloodbath. What would I like to use for that? This is going to be a little bit difficult to manage. Because of course EX Bloodbath is one of the harder EXs that you can fight in the game. So I suppose I'll just go Adept Pierce. That's probably a safe bet. Again, I'm not much of an adept user. I don't really make use of any styles, to be completely honest with you, apart from maybe Striker with Lance. But, and I don't really consider guild style to be a style. Guild style is no style, that's the reality of it. But yeah, I don't really use Adept. The only hunts where I use Adept in are the hunts where I'm probably going to get one shot. And an EX monster of Bloodbath Diablo's caliber is obviously going to be one-shotting me. So, I mean, maybe not. It's possible that I won't be getting one shot. I do have good defense with this set, but I think it's a safe bet. I don't really want your Guildcut Angel Wolf X, sorry. But, yeah, I will go and eat for Moxie most likely. I'm not going to be going for Exchanger or anything like that at this point. Moxie will be good, thank you very much. Alternatively, you could go for... What's with the pointing at the fucking door? You pointing at the door is not going to make me go there faster. I have to set up for the quest. Would you prefer that I not set up for the quest? It's kind of an important quest to set up for, I think you would agree. But anyway. Oh, it looks like I can... Friend request received. God, I think it's Angel X. Yeah, Angel Wolf X really wants to be my friend. Sorry, but I don't know you from a bar of soap, as they say. So that's not going to be happening at this stage. I think we're ready to go. I don't really need to bring combination materials. Yeah, that should be fine. Ugh. But anyway, I'll be keeping an eye on the lighting. It's a little bit dark, but my chroma key is in effect currently, fortunately. In other words, it's not glitching out. Oh, I do have Demon Affinity, that's right. Sometimes I forget what I have on this gun. There you go. And I have nothing to take. I will drink a cool drink. I mean, these guys are buffing up with whatever they're buffing up with. I generally don't bother to do that because I'm bloody lazy. But I'm not so lazy that I'm not going to help out the team with some Demon Affinity from my gun if I do have it as internal ammunition, so yeah. It's been a little while since I last did Bloodbath EX, I will tell you. As far as whether or not that's a good place to be aiming my slicing, I mean, it's probably not good for damage, is it? I'd probably be wanting to go for the chest. But the chest is a little difficult to hit consistently with a bowgun from a distance. Especially with him moving around. Can I give you a mixed set for light bowgun? No, I don't really give people mixed sets. Mixed sets are very much reliant on the talismans that you have. And I'm not going to go through every single one of the talismans that you have and try to work out a mixed set that would work for you. It's a lot of effort. Suppose I'll aim for the tail. It's probably to be honest, during a paralysis I may as well aim for the frickin' chest, shouldn't I? That literally is the situation where I would be able to aim for the chest without difficulty. So, how about I stop being lazy? That would be great. So yeah, Bloodbath Diablos really does start off quite slowly, or starts off moving rather slowly and in a rather non-menacing way. But as you can see, almost out of nowhere, death can ensue. Now, it's a little dangerous to use a life powder when a person has taken that much damage, and I'll tell you why. It's because using a life powder is not going to save that person from dying should they get hit twice, because that amount of health is not going to save them from a bloodbath attack. Second of all, there is a good chance that that person is going to use a max potion anyway, so it is a total waste of a life powder, in other words. Oh, that's a very strange combo. And I'm glad that I can take a full hit from this guy. That's actually really good. I'm about to get, well, comboed, yeah. Fortunately, Adept saved me there, because for some reason it didn't let me do a dive, so if I didn't have Adept, I would have actually died there, because, you know, sometimes they're a little bit finicky with whether or not they let you sprint, and then, therefore, diving isn't always the easiest thing to achieve. Alright, there we go. Oh, that was a good moment to attack the chest, and then his combo just completely changed, you know. He was doing his... Oh, I see. So he doesn't pace the floor or scratch the floor. I don't know how you call that, or how you would refer to that, but it seems that he doesn't do it for as long as a regular Diablos. He sort of does maybe 2/3 of the combo, and then he stops. Moves into something else. Interesting first hunt, though. Not much for... I mean, I didn't get a warm-up or anything. I was playing a lot of Portable Third yesterday though, so maybe that will help. Not too sure. To be completely honest, the damage that I'm dealing is probably not all that great. Like, I shouldn't be going for all these slicing shots. It's probably not as good as just dumping Pierce into him. Because I have a feeling that my DPS here is not great. I mean, damage is great. Not sure about DPS though. Okay, there's a follow-up here. Always have to look out for that follow-up. Might get the tail there. Might actually use Bullet Geyser. No, I won't use Bullet Geyser. Oh god. It's very difficult to see where he's going to attack there. Because the way he doesn't telegraph it at all. He telegraphs the fact that he's attacking, but not where he's attacking. He sort of just... He goes rigid, and then his body almost teleports to some other location in his general area. It's really weird. I don't know what's happening with this hose. It's not the best fucking connection I've ever seen. Not the best connection I've ever seen. To be completely honest, I really am not doing enough damage here. Oh, see, look at that. That's exactly what fucked me up last time. I'm evading what I believe to be a charge forward attack, you see. But then he stops his attack, and then does a jumping maneuver. In other words, whatever efforts you've taken to evade it are completely hampered because he's just totally changed mid-animation what he's doing. So, look at this fucking lag. I haven't come across lag like this in a little while. And you could always say it's me, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Alright, 2 more shots of slicing to go. And then we'll be onto the Pierce, where the good DPS is. Goody. Sheath to getting good critical distance. Here we go. So in terms of piercings, if I'm going from the side, I ideally go through the wings. That's not good. I'll have to do that. As you can see, a Bullet Geyser following the path of the charging monster is a terrible idea because the entire animation of Bullet Geyser does not actually have a invulnerability period, or an invulnerability period. So, as a result, you can see that I took a hit fairly cleanly there. I'm just glad that I have such good defense on this armor set, and I feel like I've said that every single time I've used it. I'm always saying, wow, I'm glad I can take a hit. Again, you can see just how far he can move with that attack. It's just ridiculous. But that's part of the difficulty of this monster. Now let's, during the paralysis, line up with the length of the body. That's what I was saying. So, with Pierce, it's always, I mean, I've talked about this a million times, but I can talk about it in context with this hunt. With Pierce, it's always more important to get the most possible piercings. That's what's going to give you the most damage. It's not so much aiming for a weak point. In other words, if you're aiming for a weak point but it doesn't pierce very well, there's no point. You're missing the point of Pierce entirely. So if you're going from the side, you want to maybe aim for the wings, because that's more of the monster to pierce through. It goes through the wings and then through the center body and then maybe through the next wing on the other side. Nice mount. But, yeah, the ideal is, of course, to go from the front or rear of the monster so you can pierce down the body. So if you happen to not be there, you have to start aiming for other things. For example, let's take a body type like a Cantor or an Ukanlos. If I'm going from the side, I will aim for the arm, because that's an extra part of the body that I'll be able to pierce through before it even reaches the body, and then, you never know, it might go through the other arm as well, depending on the angle of my shot. So, that's the ideal there. Now from here, this is really not the best for Pierce, but... yeah, anyway. You can join if I'd like, I would like. But I am in the middle of an EX hunt right now, so... have to wait until I'm done with that. We've been going reasonably well so far, I think. Oh, did Arkady die? No. I don't think he did anyway. I mean, maybe someone had insurance. But it's possible that Arkady actually used a Farcaster. I actually don't know. That's a dangerous fucking attack right there. And what's also dangerous about it is that it doesn't come immediately. You can see he lands, and almost a full second passes before the steam attack actually comes out, which is why that can really fuck you up for evasion. Okay, it makes this a whole lot harder when we've got lag here, guys. Seriously, look at that attack. That's just brilliant. I do love this monster. Now, I don't know if that's health related, like I don't know if he has to reach a certain health threshold to get him to start doing that. I mean, what a terrible combo. I mean, what am I to do in that situation? Nothing. Stand there and take the hit. Now, don't you dare life powder me. Thank you. I mean, you're welcome to life powder me in other situations, just not those sorts of situations. Alright, piercing down the body. Good opportunity there. One thing you might notice is that I always scope out when reloading. This is because when you reload, you are putting yourself in a... Oh. You were right over there. The only reason why... Yeah, the only reason why I would life powder is because we are in a locale where there is... Like, for example, you could stand on a hot surface and just take that last little bit of HP away from you. And imagine your cool drink ran out just in that moment. That'd be pretty bad. Like, I mean... This lag is not great. Doing a laggy fucking... I will use Mega Potions for this. It's difficult enough fighting a monster like this, but then when you've got lag on top of it, it just makes it harder. So Arcady must be from Europe or something, because it's Europeans that I have the worst connection to, because they're so damn far from me. So cooling just ran out. But yeah, I suppose life powders can help in an area like this when you are sitting at a very low amount of HP. My Moxie has already procced, fortunately. In spite of my defense being quite good, I... Oh, no. See, these combos are just not okay. These raw combos. I suppose this means that raw resistance, high-grade earplugs, is actually really important for this hunt. Or at the very least, adept rolling the raw is very important, because he does terrible combos. I suppose you could Valor the... whatever they call it. Use Valor on the raw too. Love it when you're lagging, skipping through your animations that you seem to skip through anyway, to be honest. Go down a critical distance there. I still don't really know how shot booster... what is it? True shot up, yeah. Skill point is shot booster. I still don't know how that affects critical distance. I don't know if that actually totally mitigates critical distance. Well, it mitigates in the sense that it doesn't... it's not even a factor anymore. I don't think so. I think it's just an increase of effectiveness. I don't think it actually removes the need for shooting within critical distance. For example, as the shot travels through the body, the damage will decrease because the critical distance is changing. That's my understanding of it. So I'm guessing Shot Booster actually removes that part of it. So Shot Booster is, well, I still feel that it's mostly for the shots traveling through the monster, but what you're saying is that for critical distance, it specifically affects your the distance, not closeness, or you know what I mean. For standing farther away, as you say. That's good to know. Doing pretty well, Beta. Just, you know, dying twice. I mean, we've been 10 minutes into a Bloodbath EX and we've got 2 deaths here. Again, that is one of those situations where we get raw comboed. I mean, there's nothing we can do. I mean, we're hunting perfectly fine, but if we are stuck in one place and we are unable to resist the attack of the monster, that's just what happens, isn't it? So, very annoying, but almost wish that I would have brought Mega Dash Juice there. And then there's also the risk, as you can see, that you can get hit by the monster as you're falling down. I mean, that happens. You don't get an invulnerability period as you're falling down there. That doesn't happen, so... yeah, not really impressed. Not PS1. Am I actually up to PS1? Fucking hell. This is where things get dangerous because I have rapid fire now. And the issue with rapid fire is that I'm going to be stuck in one place for like 2 seconds at a time. Yeah, in spite of the fact, okay, Arkady needs assistance. And so does Angel Wolf, incidentally. Good timing on that life powder. At least it's low wait time on rapid fire here with this shot time. I really shouldn't be allowing myself to get affected by this roar. That's what's going to kill me. Oh, you've got to be joking. See this lag? I don't even know what to do. So we're all on the life powders here. It sort of makes it pointless if we're all going to life powder, but I understand why that happens. It's just what happens when you don't have team communication. Like, you'd have a designated life powder guy to ensure that we don't all waste this. What the hell was that? That whole thing made no sense. Loving this lag. Fortunately, the lag wasn't the reason why I died, but I have to tell you that that raw combo is nasty. Well, no, I don't think the armor skin's going to make a big difference here. Because I already have very high defense, you see. I have been able to take a hit. Just not when he's at his highest point of enraged. How do I refer to that? In this mode here, he's at a higher level of enraged. Or of rage, I guess I could call it. You know what I fucking mean when I say that. Just can't articulate it right now. Because I'm fucking stupid. Anyway, I find earplugs to be very useful. I enjoy it a lot, it's very good for DPS. I use it in Portable Third quite a lot. Hey Exio. What the fuck is this? How am I even supposed to deal with that lag? That's stupid. I mean, really, it's only made harder and harder. I mean, how fucking annoying would it be to fail this hunt, honestly? 15 minutes in, which isn't necessarily unusual. I mean, a good team will sub 15, but... look at that. I don't know how far he's going to go. I'm not going to use my last life powder on you, Arkady. Unless you're really in dire straits. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Oh my god. And then, I mean... 15 minutes of nothing. No result, just wasted time. That's all that was. So, yeah. Great. Beautiful. Just what I like. But in the end, I died too, so I can't complain, can I? I contributed. But I mean, that would be my one complaint about this fucking monster, is the stupid raw combo. I think it's dumb. I think it's really dumb. Anyway. And someone... oh yeah, that guy left. That person left. They're all in tears at the moment. Actually, I do need to buy potions. I'm done for today. Yeah, whatever. Suppose I can get another stack. You can see that my box space is kind of not amazing here. Don't join on me, Vernon, because I will be leaving this room. I'm not sticking around. I told you. You guys, come on. Okay, so I'm going to create a room in this case. So, what am I doing with myself? I'll make a G rank room, just G rank. And I'll set the HR limit to 13. or HR minimum would be the correct way to refer to that. Now, what am I doing for objective? No objective, and then, yeah, that's fine. That's quite alright. Alright, room is created. As far as what we're going to do, I've got no bloody idea. Oh, not doing too well in, like, with my max potions. I really do need to start working on my stuff here. I don't have too many mega potions, and I'm out of max potions now. So let's go and make some max potions if we can. So what do we need for that again? I think it's mega nutrients, and, well, looks like I need to make mega nutrients from this. So nutrients, honey, oh god. I'm using more of my honey now, am I? Just when I was talking about not having many mega potions. So combine mega nutrients with dragon toadstools, damn it. The weird thing about this game is that you can actually multiply for items without having at least one of those items. Like, you don't multiply with at least one item as a basis. Now, Cavenator, you get one shot at this. If you ever again cause a scene like you did last time, you will never hunt with me again. I'm making that very clear to you right now. So, behave yourself. Now, I will need to go and multiply honey, but I'll also need to multiply some dragon toadstools. Got room for one more? You know what, Beta? Yeah, we do. Sure fucking do. Sure fucking do. Get in here. Now, Cavenator, this is what happens. You are not prioritized over anyone at this stage because you've transgressed. If there is one person who wants to join over you, you will not be prioritized. Sorry. That's just what's happening. Looks like someone failed to connect. Whenever it says triple question mark left the room, it means someone tried to join but failed to connect. It's weird. That's what the game does. But yeah, get in here, Beta. I will let Cavenator stay, but not if someone else wants to join. Especially not Beta. It's just not happening. I didn't finish multiplying. Oh, I may as well check Meowster Hunters. Yeah, there you go. Oh, stop going to that. I didn't even start multiplying, apparently. What was I distracted by? Should I do 2 rounds of honey or 2 rounds of dragon toadstools? I've explained to you why I've kicked you, Cavenator. I said that I'm not going to prioritize you over another person if they want to join. And you know why. So, dragon toadstool. Yeah, we'll do 2 rounds of dragon toadstools because I don't have many of them. If I do 2 rounds, it means that I won't have to worry about them for a little while. Are you? Yeah, that's good. I don't have too many felines, actually. Oh, don't tell me I did. Did I do the wrong thing? No, for a brief moment I thought I was looking at Dragonfellberry instead of Dragon Toadstool for the last one. Okay. So what is our hunt? Let's see what we got here. Oh, the killer rabbit of Arctic Ridge. You've said that twice now, Juvenator. What do you mean you've come back strong? With full bolt Reaver? You using... oh, thought you might be using aerial. Seems that you're not. I mean, it's a good set. I do like Bolt Reaver, but I wouldn't use it unless I was using aerial personally. Alright. So, I suppose I'll go... no, I don't really want to do Gunlance. I've just been doing a lot of Gunlance in Portable Third, so I need to give myself a break. It's a bit similar to it, but I'll use Lance, because apparently I'm in the mood. You can almost tell that I'm in the mood to use something that has limited mobility. I don't know why. I must be going insane. Alright, so we do have Striker on this. Yes, we do. Very good. Thank you for the guild card. Do I have all of your guild cards? I know I have Vernon's guild card, not sure about Beta. Hold on. Card list. I do have Beta's guild card, and yeah, so I've got everyone's guild card now. And I'm assuming that, well, I'll probably have to give Juvenator my guild card. Here we go. Send to 1, Juvenator. Done. Okay. So with that, we can probably look for Exchanger now. Sorry that I'm taking so long to get ready. Just had to do some item multiplying, or material multiplying, however you would want to refer to that. Point being that I was running out of honey and dragon toadstools. I don't have too many. Actually, how many max potions did I end up making? I think it was less than 20. Yeah, it was less than 20, which is pretty bad, but I've got more on the way. You don't have my card? Okay. I'm just worried that if I... Okay, I'll cancel. Exit standby, there we go. Send to Beta. What are you saying shit about? Nearly departed without us. It's not going to happen in this game, hopefully. Because they literally make it so that you default to the no option. No, I mean, that doesn't happen. Because if we were playing Try, it would happen. But since Try, I mean, they learnt from their mistake. If someone hasn't readied up, you default to the no option when you spam press A. Because that's the thing. You press A twice really quickly because it asks if you want to depart. So you just naturally press A twice. But it defaults to the no option if it doesn't have everyone readied up. It's so damn quick to get up this thing. In this game, that is. That would take about 30 seconds in Freedom Unite. Alright. This is not going to be a very long hunt. In fact, I wonder why this one specifically was chosen. It's just a single Tier 1 G-rank monster with a full G-rank team beating on it. So, anyway. Haven't fought a Lagombi in a little while. Haven't actually been fighting Lagombi in Portable Third either, to be honest, so... Don't know why. I'll stop that. Behave yourself, rabbit. Oh, and of course, just to add insult to injury, Vernon's using his lockdown set. Imagine using a lockdown set on a Tier 1 G-rank monster with a full G-rank team. Non-hyper. I mean, are we going for a speedrun? What is this? Oh my god. Overkill would be the word that I would use. Limping out? Not yet. Soon. Admittedly, because I'm using Lance, I'm sort of at risk of being... Yeah, great. Because I'm using Lance, I'm at risk of being hit by my teammates. Fortunately, that hasn't really happened, so my DPS hasn't been affected. Could have just as easily fought a high rank, honestly. Anyway. Got a shiny there, too. Poor thing didn't know what hit it. It was just going about its business in the snowy mountains, and then the next thing you know, a group of people just beat on it. And it's dead. Hey, autonomic. Autonomic, there you go. Half the time when I say that damn name, I don't say it right. It's one of those names. I suppose it would have been even faster if Juvenator were using a fire weapon. I've got a Blango there, looking to see what has just taken place. There's been a massacre and they're coming to see what's going on. Didn't even get the G rank ear drop. I mean, that's an insult. No. Got a bunch of ear plus. Oh, am I really out of space? Oh, take. Look out. We don't want to take items. This isn't Gen 1. Take items. I mean, what you were witnessing right there is exactly what happens in first gen. It was working out what in my inventory did I want to remove so that I could get that Longolping Claw in my inventory. Well, fortunately, we don't live in a world where that has to be done anymore, unless you're forcing yourself to play first gen like me. But I'm not doing that right now. That's something I'd rather not engage with. Look at how many scraps I have. I need to fucking sell all of these and get myself some space back. Because in this game you can just craft scraps, can't you? I'm pretty sure you can. Like, you just take the material and create scraps out of it. You don't have to make armor for it, or weapons. So let me just check this. Trade for scraps. See? Trade from box. I can just take all of these materials and create, yeah. There's no way. I'm selling all of my scraps. That's it. There's just no reason for me to take up so much inventory space. I'd rather save all of that for monster materials, so... And maybe things that I can use to combine in the future, like shot combinations and things like that. Okay, what am I doing with myself? I'm going to sell all of my scraps. I wasn't in the selling mode, that's why I didn't succeed in selling shit just before. I mean, all of these tickets you could probably say aren't needed either, but I say that they are needed. I like having them. Scraps, on the other hand, I almost get nothing out of them. So you are all getting fucking sold. Now, there might be some scraps here that I can't really make in the way that I was demonstrating before. It's possible, but you know what? The chances of me needing that are so damn low. Oh god. Well, I'll probably be getting all of my money back. I'm not at the max right now, but there is a chance that I will get it all back. And I do ask for your patience as I sell all of this. I mean, this might be, for some people, rather satisfying to see. A person selling so much in this box. And some of you might say, well, that's a strange thing to get satisfaction from. But you know, there are all sorts of people in the world. And I'd say some people do get satisfaction out of this. I'm not necessarily getting satisfaction from it. I'm getting satisfaction from seeing so much space opening up in this fucking box, but in terms of selling them, like the actual process of selling them, no, I don't really get much out of it. But I'll tell you what, it's quite a process. Now, if you had someone from 5th gen, I mean, I don't know how they did it in 5th gen, but I'm sure there might be some option to just automatically sell the whole stack to make it faster. So I'm sure if they were doing this, they'd be like, this is so slow, I hate this. This game's clunky. But you know what? In fact, they actually made it harder to sell things in Rise. I remember in Rise, I mean, this just shows you how little respect Capcom has for their demographic. They know exactly what kind of game they're making for idiots. Or rather, they know exactly the kinds of people they're making this game for, idiots. And they made it so that you can't really sell stuff in the same way you used to. There's actually a process to it so that you can't possibly do it accidentally. As if that was ever a problem. I suppose it is for people who don't have a clue. So, yeah, it's quite funny. God, we've still got a little bit to go. As I said, your patience is needed. Oops, sorry. As soon as I stop looking, apparently I can't do it properly. Almost done. About 80% of the way through it. Oops, no, stop it. Now I'm fucking it up. You're driving me insane. If my hands could do the correct thing, I'd be very happy. I think that was Devil Joe scraps. I had like 30 of them. 26 of whatever that was. I have so many Devil Joe scraps because I've made so much Devil Joe stuff. It's unbelievable, really. Heavy Fatalis scrap. I mean, that stuff's... Oh, you know what? That stuff is actually pretty worthwhile, isn't it? Or pretty valuable, I should say. But, too bad. It's gone. And, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 full empty pages in our item box, with a few slots to spare. Or with a few slots on top of that. What are we hunting? I was expecting to see a quest on the board by now. It looks like you guys have had a conversation. Which I can't read all of because it actually goes off the chat screen. Or this current chat screen. Let's get that Diablos. Yeah, I'm down for Hyper Diablos. So we're doing Diablos? Yeah, looks like we're doing Diablos. Okay, so I'm guessing it's Diablos. Hyper Diablos? Yeah, it's Juvenator's turn. So we started with Vernon and then Juvenator and then Beta. Would be the order. Yeah, just post a Juvenator, go for it. No, I didn't post that quest, Juvenator. Ugh, dear me. So what are we doing then? Astalos? To be honest, both are weak to ice, aren't they? So I should have just equipped an ice weapon, but I will confirm this. Oh, we did... Oh, fucking hell, I'm so confused at this point. Well, Hyper Diablos is fine. What am I going to equip? How about we do Longsword for a change? That's not necessarily to say that I don't use Longsword that much these days. I've been trying to address that, but I almost never use Longsword on this monster. So, I'm trying to keep it fun for me. What is going on? Why is it that consistently, every time Juvenator posts a quest, he takes it back? And sometimes it can go up on the board and off the board as many as 4 times before we actually go on the quest. I don't know how this happens, but it happens consistently. And it's enough to make me want to smash my head into a wall repeatedly. Oh, you changed your weapon. Okay, okay. Well, changing your weapon is fine, but sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes it's like, are we doing this, are we doing that, are we doing this, and are we doing that? And each time, every possibility is posted on the board, until I'm basically hanging off my chair with a knife in my hand, pointed at a vital organ. Anyway. You're not wrong about that, Vernon. Anyway. What are we hunting again? We are hunting Diablos, so I will farcast. Take the old shortcut. Which even in this game you can... Oh, well... No, I wouldn't even say that it's faster to go this way in this game than in Freedom Unite, which is to say that you get into the well faster in this game. Not necessarily, because even in Freedom Unite it's a very quick climbing animation to get in there. But I think you do still have to press A to get in there, whereas in this game it's automatic. You just walk into it. You still manage to hit me with your big body. Your big fat hitbox. Got some Apsaros in this area to deal with. But I won't bother with them until they bother me. Which will no doubt be soon. Alright. It's actually kind of nice to use the Longsword on this monster. It's a little different. More than a little different. Oh, whoops, I thought that was Critical Juncture. It was not. Well, I don't think I'm going to be getting... Yeah, the lag must be on my side, look at this. I'm getting the same sort of lag here. Wonder why that is, that's really annoying. Well... Again, the issue with the Switch is that, for the most part, I mean, there are things that you can connect to get a wide connection, but... I'm reliant on wireless connectivity, and it's not that great where I am. It's not an issue for my PC because I'm wired there. Yeah, full viewer team. That is happening. It's happened before. But this is ideal, you know. I like hunting with viewers. It's more fun. It's harder when you have to rotate people out. I don't like that. That's more trouble than it's worth. But if I can get exactly 4 people, or 3, if we are being sensible, because I don't count. I mean, we're not going to have 4 people and I'm not going to be there. There's not much point in that. Well, of course you guys are welcome to hunt on your own, but if I'm recording, there's not much point. But if we've got exactly 3 people, that's great. Makes it easier. That's not to say that you should feel discouraged from asking to join, even if we've got 4 people. Or a full group of 4, I should say. Including myself. Because I am included in my own group. Alright, let's get that stomach. Actually, no, let's get the face. Let's get that head. Sorry if I mess you up at all, guys. I'm using a longsword. It's Longsword Larry time, and I think I missed a number of those hits on the face. There we go. It's a good opportunity again. Let's get the first break, come on. Yeah, I'm messing up Juvenator here. In fact, he took that hit because I flinched him, so... I apologize for that. Whoa, looked like Diablos was turning towards me there. Also, I regret to say that I don't have a beverage today. But, that's alright. I've always found this platform to be very odd. Anyway. Maybe no one else has ever thought that. I wonder where Critical Juncture 3 can be acquired. Would someone be able to search that for me online? Whoever is available to do so. Where I get Critical Juncture 3 in this game. Because I might do the quest for it. It would be one of those rare occasions... Oh, thank you, Exia. It would be one of those rare occasions where I actually do a quest with the intention of getting a Hunter Art. As I've said, I always just get the Hunter Arts. Like, I don't work for them. I just get them randomly. It's probably a villager request or something. But I've done most of the villager requests. I haven't actually done them all, technically. I've done the vast majority of them. There are a few here and there that I haven't done, and I'm sure there are some that I still need to unlock by fulfilling some arbitrary condition that probably makes no fucking sense whatsoever, but that's basically the villager request system of this game, which almost single-handedly got me to stop playing. The Hunter Games, it's a 7-star Hunter's Hub quest. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense because there are a lot of high-rank quests that I've not done, so that doesn't surprise me at all. Well, once Beta has done her quest, we will go and do a nice high-rank hunt. And whatever it is, I mean, you never know, there might be hyper monsters there, or something that won't make it an actual beat-down hunt, like we had with that Lagombi, so... I'll unhinged spirit this, but for a change I actually got flinched there, so... By Vernon, in fact. Wow. That was bloody nasty. It's always quite satisfying to kill a Cephalos, because those things are very annoying. One of the most annoying minion monsters, or small monsters depending on how you would refer to them, in the series. Not at the level of Apsaros and Bullfango, but probably, I would say it would go in order of annoyance. Bullfango, Apsaros, Rhinopolis, and then Cephalos. Followed shortly thereafter by Genprey. Kezu, Uragan, and Shogun Senator. Are any of them hyper? I hope they are. But if they're not, then that's alright. I just feel like Critical Juncture 3 should be from at least a hyper home. But I guess not. I'll have to say that this monster has absolutely taken a beating. This Diablos, I mean, keeping in mind we're using the lockdown set here, so that was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. Got some sort of ping on Discord. Oh, it was me unlocking a trophy on... Yeah, right. Kill. It's just me unlocking my most recent Hunsterverse trophy. Because that's what I was doing yesterday. Oh, look at me crouch carving. That's called being in a habit. But yeah, I started doing the Hunsterverse trophies. It's only been 3 years. So, I'm finally doing it. And it basically requires you to record you doing certain things in-game. I've chosen Portable Third to be the game because that's the game where I feel like I have the most that I want to do in terms of weapon usages and whatever. So I did a trophy called Fiery Finish, which is, it requires you to have Wyvern Fire be the killing hit versus 10 large monsters. And the monster cannot be sleeping when you do the attack. It's actually harder than it sounds. And the equipment has to be the same rank as the monster. It's surprisingly frustrating, actually. Because you can so easily kill the monster before you do your Wyvern Fire. Oh, that's the wrong quest? Oh, I see. It was the correct quest, but it's not, but it wasn't the correct number of monsters, or the correct monsters that you listed. So, that's alright. Oh, some quests can unlock multiple arts. That's weird. I didn't know that. What did you want to do, Beta? Oh, right. Event Raging Brachydus. This is going to be fun. I suppose I'll go Heavy Pierce for this. I think that will be the way to go. This is probably not going to be a very long recording, by the way. I'd say about 2.5 hours or so. That would be my estimate. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. See, I was looking for my Heavy Pierce set, and I ended up just equipping a set that said Heavy, because Heavy was in them, or was on my mind, so... Yeah, that was kind of funny. Oh. There are 2 quests with the same name. That's weird. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that you were going autonomic. I guess you're gone now, but goodbye. Event Raging Brachydus. Well, I'll have to make sure I get some ammunition. Let's take care of that. And you guys are going, well, why are you getting whetstones? Well, I get it just in general. I like to have whetstones. Not necessarily for this, I'm just saying. It's good to have them in my inventory. No, that's alright. Were you the one, Exio, who was saying they played Generations but not Generations Ultimate? I know someone was talking about that recently. That's an interesting lance. That's the Seregios, isn't it? Yeah. I almost never saw the Seregios lance in 4 Ultimate. That's why the shield is so strange to me. I must have seen some people use the Seregios lance in 4 Ultimate because the Seregios weapons were pretty common to see in 4 Ultimate, but I don't even remember the design. I don't remember seeing that shield before in online play. So it's obviously a rare thing to come across. Right, I see. You have double cross on the Citra emulator. You know, some people play Generations emulated. Generations! If you're gonna fucking emulate the thing, emulate double cross. Please. It's just bizarre to me, I don't understand it. Beta's asking Juvenator to eat for insurance. Was he able to get it? He did not eat for that. It wasn't even an option, because he's got 3 skills there, and none of them are insurance. If you ever can't find insurance, you'll be able to find it in the elemental resistances food. You do have a Juvenator. Everyone has it. It's not technically a fixed skill, but you will always find it in the medium level elemental resistance. I'm not that smart, but I'm quite clever. Well, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. Yeah, Portable Third is a lovely game, and I've said this before, but I don't understand why it has fallen out of favour with traditional hunters. Well, I do understand why, to be honest. It's because of the kinds of players that it attracts, but the way people talk about it, it's like they actually have something against the game itself. I don't see what's wrong with it. There's no issue with it. It's just the it's the first and second gen players who prefer to fight the game mechanics than fight the monsters that have an issue with Portable Third, I feel. And there's also a bit of a bandwagon going on too, to just have a go at Portable Third. It's just strange, because when the game came out, no one was saying that. I mean, there were people who didn't want to play it, because they were first and second gen hunters, but they were a bit extreme. I just don't agree with their points. Because yes, technically the game's easier, but it's easier in a good way. It's the only thing that you could argue as being too simplified, for example. Because that's the thing, it's not like the game got more simple in certain regards. The only thing that Portable Third simplified was the eating system, which became just sitting your ass in the hot spring water, and then you go and buy a drink to get your skills. That could be argued as being a step backward, I suppose. But outside of that, I'd say everything was an improvement over second gen. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be better for everyone, you know. Some people might prefer the monsters that are on offer in Freedom Unite, for example. And things like that. And maybe some people do like the more simplistic weapon moves of first and second generation, but I wouldn't say I prefer them. Even though that's what I started with, I don't prefer that. I'm comfortable with it, and I don't dislike it. I don't dislike those weapons and how they work, but I wouldn't say that it's better. Have to use gunpowder infusion. This hunt is probably going to take a little while if this is the event raging Brachy. And I'd better not let him hit me either. I didn't eat for Moxie or anything like that. It's a shame that we didn't get insurance, though. But yeah, everyone has a preference. But some of the purists of 1st and 2nd gen are a bit silly, in my opinion. And you know, as I was playing Portable 3rd solo, I realized that it's really not that easy as a video game. I mean, it was the easiest at the time, but God, if you compare it to 5th gen now, it's a different animal. Completely different. No, I think that... Well, I could always check Exio, but nothing comes to mind as far as other Hunter arts that I need to unlock. Yeah, nothing that I can really think of. You can see that I've got Void Piercer 2 here, but I don't like Void Piercer. It's just sitting there because that's what I've decided to put in that slot. I don't like Void Piercer at all. You have to go way too close to the damn monster for it to actually work. And I'm a little bit unsure as to how good the damage even is. I'm guessing it's good, but it's just a weird Hunter art for me. I'm not a fan. Oh god. Didn't mean to roll towards you, you know. That was not something I was intending on doing. But yeah, I've been fighting a decent amount of Raging Brachy recently. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's been one every time I record this game, but maybe one every second recording of this game. Something like that. Which is fine. I don't mind Raging Brachy. He can be a little scary sometimes, but for the most part he's just he's a regular Brachydios who moves a little differently. He's more dynamic, I guess you could say, because he slows down and speeds up in quite an interesting way, and that on its own does create a challenge, because you have to actually watch for an instant change in the way he starts attacking you, because he will suddenly speed up and it can take you by surprise. That's really how he's designed. He's designed to take you by surprise. So funny because this game does end up looking so much darker as compared to 3 Ultimate. Because I remember someone, when I was talking about 3 Ultimate being so damn bright, someone was saying, oh well, Generations Ultimate's bright too, and I'm like, no it's not. Compared to compared to 3 Ultimate, Tri was dark as hell. Tri was both too bright and too dark. Graphically and visually, that game looked like arse. Not at the time, it was fine for me at the time, but looking back, my god. But, yeah, 3 Ultimate, super bright. This game, not so bright. Very colourful. This game's very colourful, but not that bright. To get Gunpowder Infusion again. I'm not being too aggressive with my Gunpowder Infusions here. In other words, I'm allowing myself to continue shooting while running out of Gunpowder Infusions and not topping them up. Get away from me, mister. It will be interesting to see how long it takes to kill him, because I think it's a reasonably lengthy hunt even for the regular one. But for event, I would imagine it's going to be... Well, it might hit the 15-minute mark, we will see. Ideally not, but... it might. Because I can't imagine them having an event raging Brachydus and then giving him not that much of a health increase. I'd say it will be pretty significant. Try to get in position for Pierce. Oh, it's much harder when he spins around. I think this is alright. I think he'll fall to his left. It's not too bad. Going to need gunpowder infusion again. Here we go. I do really like... That's so interesting. Look at that Seregios lance. Look at that design. It's one of those weapons that really changes when it's unsheathed. When it's sheathed, it's just a regular conical lance, but when it's unsheathed, it blossoms out. Look at that. That's really cool looking. Beta uses lance in the correct way. Back hopping to close the distance. Well, that's the way I use it. Although I don't use it that way much anymore. I used to back in Dry. Guess I'm a bit too lazy now. Because it requires you to actually turn around and face the monster that you're backhopping to. Of course, gunpowder infusion, while it is quite useful, does put you in quite a dangerous spot a lot of the time. Because it takes quite a while to complete the animation, so you have to be careful when you're using it. And not so much in this hunt. I feel like in this hunt I'm given plenty of opportunities to use it, but yeah. It can be a double-edged sword. I am currently on normal level 2. I regret to say I've shot all of my Pierce. So my playstyle is going to change a little bit. I have to get in a little closer. I suppose shot booster would be quite good for normal, wouldn't it? But I'm still going to, for the most part, play as I normally would. Oops, that's not good. Whatever just happened there, almost got fucked. Oh no. I'm just having another cool drink here. And I definitely want gunpowder infusion with normal. Because I don't have normal up skills, and I don't have sharpshooter either. Shit. There we go. Nice hunt, guys. He really doesn't have that much more health than regular raging, to be honest. Not much more at all. Got a Brachydus gem, which is pretty good. I won't complain about that. As I've said before, Brachydus gems were what I struggled to get. In both 3 Ultimate and 4 Ultimate Palliums were never an issue. But gems, yeah, for some reason I had terrible luck with those. Yeah, that's alright, Beta. You'd hope we'd be getting a head break with 2 people gunning anyway. Yeah, maybe he never did speed up. I wasn't really paying attention. I was hunting quite subconsciously, but I do think you're right. He seemed to be staying slow most of that hunt. All I can say is he didn't really do anything in that hunt that challenged me. I didn't feel like I was in danger. I was just sort of, whoa. 2 immortal reactors, well, that's why you do the event, I suppose. That's 4 now that I have. That's pretty good. Now I will take those. Let's see if we got a crown or anything like that. That was an 11-minute hunt, very nice. Looks like we didn't get a crown. Got 2 immortals but no crowns, fuck my luck, yes indeed. And all caps too. Alright, so we're gonna do that high rank quest. It is... I actually don't even remember the name of it, but I will know which one it is when I see it. So... it's no doubt one of the quests that I haven't completed. And it's always... well, that was a good... You Bet Your Life was a good show hosted by Groucho Marx. What's it called? I don't think I've unlocked it, to be honest. I'm guessing it's a villager request that I don't have, which makes no sense. That actually doesn't make any sense. So it's apparently called the Hunter Games. Wouldn't it be funny if I've done it? The Hunter Games. Because I was only looking for quests that I hadn't. I've done the fucking quest. That's unbelievable. Unless you said that there were 2 that had the same name. Is that a cat you hear in the background? No, that is a magpie. It sounds like a cat in heat, yes. I don't have a cat. But yeah, I was told that there were... oh, it's Kezu, Urugan, and Shogun Senator. Is it a 7-star hub quest? I can't imagine there being 2 quests. Want the link? Well, just tell me if it's 7-star, because you said that there was a 7-star... I mean, there is a quest in 7-star high rank that is not the monsters that you're talking about. So I can't imagine there being 2 quests of the same name in 7-star. So that means that it must be somewhere else. I just need to know where it is. I know the monsters now. The Hunter whatever. What is it again? Fucking... the Hunter Games is what it is. It's that one. So it's not Kezu, Shogun Senator, whatever you were saying before. It's totally different. Okay. So I must have it then. I mean, it's possible. I don't recall doing that quest recently. So the style is for... it's Critical Juncture. So let's check. Do I have it? I do. Well, I'm dumb. Well, I don't know how long I've had this. I must have done that quest with someone who posted it in a turns room or something, because I certainly didn't do that quest intentionally. Someone must have posted it at some point and I never fixed the set. I don't know. Well, we're going to register that. Turns out that I already had it, so cool. As far as other hunter arts that I might want, I don't think there are any, so I'm not going to bother. Yeah, I've already done that quest. That's very odd. Okay, so with that, we'll rotate. Oh, hold on. What? Is this you, Vernon? Why is it that your name doesn't appear anywhere? It's only the name of your cat. I know the name of the cat becomes the primary name, but it doesn't actually show your name anywhere. That's fucking weird. Anyway, I suppose it's normally like that, but that's just strange. Anyway. Can't believe you're using a cat in my presence. Let's use Longsword again. Now, what are you weak to, Najarala? Ice or water or something like that? Well, let's check. Najarala X. Ice is the ideal element. I like to make sure of these things. You know what? I won't use Longsword because I used an Ice Longsword. And no, actually, I will use a Longsword because I can go blunt Longsword. One of the biggest longswords in the series, the Acantor Longsword. Looks more like a greatsword, right? It's pretty cool. And of course it is more useful here in this game than in any other prior. Because we do have Bludgeoner in this game. Looking for... Exchanger. I've been very lucky with Exchanger recently, if you haven't noticed. I've been getting it every time in my attack up and defense up food. So it looks like I'm going to have to look a little further. Hopefully here, come on man. I got insurance twice. I don't need insurance. Well, whatever, we'll go defense up large with... weakener. My cat is OP, I'll out-damage you all. If you say so. Anyway. Actually, I will go and top up my ammunition. Because it saves me from having to do it in the future. No, I'm not going to be using this ammunition during this hunt. In case I needed to say that. Well, I think cats are also good in this game, but there are only very specific setups that are good. But I just don't like cats in general. I think it's stupid that you can play as a cat. I actually think it's dumb. I think it's gimmicky. Like, really gimmicky. As I've said before, I did it once ever, and that's all I needed. I've technically done 3 Prowler hunts, because I had to do 2 to get some arena coins for something that I was making. But as far as using the Prowler of my own volition, once was all I needed to, you know, just not even bother anymore. I was like, okay, well that's interesting, but why would I want to play like this? Because it's not Monster Hunter. It feels like a different game. It feels like I'm playing a spin-off game. Now, they should have had a spin-off game where you can play as a Prowler, that's fine. But you know what, I guess some could say that it doesn't affect me, so I shouldn't deny people the option of using it. That's fine. I guess that's true, but still, don't go into bloody poison. I'm about to get pushed into the poison by Najarala, which is a bit rude of him. Looks like Juvenator was pushed in there. Well, I can barely see what's going on. Of course, my final strike for Longsword in the Longsword Spirit combo ended up being a mounting attack. Where is that head? There it is. Sorry if I mess you up, Juvenator, but... Oh, I did not have my gauge charged up. That was a bit foolish of me. What if Rise lets you play as a Palamute? I'm surprised they didn't do that. You wait, that's going to be the G rank update. Play as a Palamute. We love Palamutes so much that we're willing to ruin the balance of the game for them. So here, play as them as well. Just so you can get the full Palamute experience. Great. I've already got a broken face there, which makes sense. We were attacking it quite aggressively there. Now, unfortunately, this set doesn't have high-grade earplugs. I like to have earplugs on Longsword and Switch Axe, but do not have it with this particular Longsword set. Had to go for specific damage skills here. Whoops. Why? Oh, Critical Juncture 2 is equipped because I didn't equip it for this set. How stupid. That is to say, I didn't equip level 3 for my Blunt set. How dumb is that? Well, I'll have to try to remember to do that. That tail has incredible range, by the way. Playing as a Palamute and riding your other Palamute. Well, we could always do that. That's almost as ridiculous as Whatever they're called. What are they called again? I've actually wiped it from my mind. You know, the stupid tower defense mode. Forgot what it's called now. Don't even tell me, I don't want to remember what it's called. I'd rather not know. I'm sure it'll come back to me like a horrific memory that refuses to leave my mind at some point. Yeah, thanks, potato. Thanks. Whoops. What? Yeah, of course, this monster in hyper mode is faster. So that whole attack that he's doing right now is a little harder to avoid. Did I? Yeah, I did make connection. I did connect with you. Okay, let's rephrase that. That attack did connect. There you go. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. Now, one thing to note with blunt weapons in general is that when you're actually bouncing, I mean, even if you're not physically bouncing, but if you would otherwise be bouncing if you didn't have Mind's Eye, you get less charge up on each attack for Longsword. And I believe it's the same for other weapons that require charge as well, like dual blades, for example. So, that's one downside. I don't know why it's getting so fucking bright. Like, what is the deal with that? My face is probably fucking phasing out of existence, is it? Yeah, guaranteed it's fucking phasing out of existence right now. No one ever tells me, but I'm sure it is. So, I'm gonna have to... Oh, yes, this is why I don't make changes, is because it's getting darker again. Stupid sun. I'm wasting my time. Oh, I forgot about that trap, that's funny. I had lost interest in that trap, so I just forgot about it. What I will do, though, is fix my chroma key to make sure that it's not cutting into my face. We don't want that. And I'll also go a little less hard on the white balancing. There we go. Okay. Now my face isn't phasing out of existence for your entertainment. And I think Bob has something going on next door, but... You know, Bob has been quiet as of late, and now that I've said that, he's gonna take that as an invitation, but he's been quiet, like it's been weeks, I think, since he last did something. Old Bob. Wonder what's going on with him. Maybe he fell down the stairs and died or something. But, yeah. No, if that happened, there would have been a rather intense street celebration. But, seriously, I'm glad that he hasn't been ruining my recordings lately. Bob the Builder. I guess he's finally fixed it, has he? Bob the Builder has finally fixed it. There is nothing more for Bob the Builder to fix. So there is no longer any need to ask the question of whether or not he can fix it. So, there you go. It has to happen eventually, doesn't it? Where there is nothing more to be fixed. Oh god, this is awful. How does he just tunnel all the way to that area from here? He's very quick. I think I am going to have to address the brightness of this sunlight on my face at some point. Oh dear. But yeah, I haven't had to deal with the sun doing weird shit recently. What I guess is finally coming back. What the fuck was that? I didn't press A twice. I pressed it once. So why did you jump off? Yeah, people are allowed to like Rise. I'm just not going to agree with them. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, Vernon's doing the capture special again. Or not. How did that fail? I guess because he had already been in a shock trap, so it just... we couldn't throw the tranks fast enough. He'd become so resistant to the shock trap. And it's one of the reasons why I don't waste shock traps in the middle of a hunt. If I am intending on capturing. It's because I want the full effectiveness of shock traps for the capture. I'll settle for pitfalls during the hunt, at which point I will wait until exhaustion before using them. There we go. Cats don't get tranks. Why did you... then why did you trap for the wake up then? What is that? If you weren't intending on capturing, then... why did you trap for the wake up? Oh. Seems like a strange thing to do. Okay. So that is my 90th large wyvern gem. They are so easy to get in this game. You know, me having 90 large wyvern gems isn't some kind of indication of just how much I've played. Oh wow, he's played so much, he's got 90 large wyvern gems. They're just really easy to get. I just get them, they almost flow over me like a torrent of water. That's what it feels like. They're so easy to get. Alright, you can rotate in Caveinator if you're still around. But thanks for joining as usual, Vernon. Checking emails now. So I suppose Juvenator can choose next. Whatever you'd like to do. Just go in order of the... oh, Killer joined. Well, Caveinator, you need to tell me if you're playing. If you're not... or maybe Juvenator can tell me. I don't fucking know. I just need to know if he's coming in or not. Because I'm not going to kick Killer until I get confirmation of the fact that he's joining. So if someone could tell me. Killer just comes in and posts? No, you don't, mate. No, you fucking don't. As soon as you post that quest, you're out. I don't even care. He's not joining? Well, guess what? Killer's about to free up a slot anyway. Go on. Go ahead, make my day. Seems that he's smart enough. He knew that he could tell that his life was in danger. Post your quest, Juvenator. I'm standing here to assert dominance. In the meantime. Well. Oh, cats get infinite tranks. Well, there you go. Not only do they get tranks, they get all of the tranks. Surprise us? Okay, well, no, Juvenator's just had to take about half an hour to get ready, that's all. Killer is probably very confused as to what the hell we're doing in this room, but anyway. Hey, Pablo. I don't see you too often these days, Pablo. I hope you're doing alright. But anyway. Oh, just got a subscription from Pablo. That's how long it's been since he appeared. Thank you for the subscription. What was it again that was posted? I hate it when I see the monster on the board and I just ignore it. I'm just like, yep. I'm looking at it, but I don't internalize the information. Kezu, fucking hell. I mean, I could technically use this set on it. I could use this set on any monster, but I don't want to use the same set twice, so I won't do that. Killer? What's the deal with you? Doesn't want to do fucking HR9 Kezu. What's the problem? There aren't too many options, you know. There aren't too many rooms around here. You may as well join. Yeah, the emotes are pretty great. Potato, I think, is the only one on tier 2 right now. The only reason why I've got an emote on tier 2 is because I've only got one slot for tier 1. I don't know what I would even put for tier 2, to be completely honest. But for now, we've got Loom Dink on tier 2. But, anyway. What would I like to use? Insect Glaive, I guess. It just jumped out at me as a weapon that I haven't used recently. Although I think last time I fought Kezu I was using Insect Glaive, I seem to remember that. In this game, that is to say. Exchanger? Anywhere? Show yourself. Show yourself to me. I'll go down here. It's not looking to... Oh, there she is. Found her. Have to use a gourmet voucher. Sorry to do it after you've probably eaten, but... I need exchanger, thank you very much. Okay. When is Doomlink coming? Well... I don't know. I don't think there'd be one. I don't think I'd want to have an emote of me winking, that's just weird. So yeah, I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. That has to be in the hands of the community. If I ever wink jokingly on camera, the community has to screenshot that and make it into an emote. Because I'm not going to do it myself. Have I been eating in real life? No. Of course not. It's midday and I haven't eaten today, so... I mean, it's always that way, isn't it? Oh, Lei Feng left. Well, I'm very sorry. I don't mean to be that guy, but... we're already gone. I don't need too many memes. But, as I said, I'll leave it in the hands of the community. I also don't really believe in posing for emotes either. Oh, Cavenator just joined, finally, okay. Well, either Juvenator was lying about him not planning on joining, or he changed his mind suddenly. Anyway. Oh. That was funny, my Kinsect actually pierced through the monster and picked up a different colour. I don't even know where my colours are, to be completely honest with you. I'm getting white on most of the body. I'm guessing it's red on the face, white on the wings and legs, and then orange on the back. But I think I ended up getting red instead of orange there. Hold on, did that? No, missed the back. Fucking getting colours for... Oh, no. Maybe that is the back, technically. Get the damn thing. Go. Thank you. God, that's annoying. So I'm probably not going to bother with mounting here because it looks like Beta is going aerial. So I'm just going to focus on getting Extract Hunter charged up. I'm not kicking you, Cavenator. I said that you're welcome to join as long as another person isn't wanting to join instead. I'm just not prioritizing you. Alright. Alright. It is now time for Extract Hunter. Well, not now time. We'll have to wait for our regular colours to expire first. Got caught in that stupid attack. Yeah, there's some good stuff in the Doomlink paparazzi channel. It's not going to be added to all that frequently, and I'm considering removing that weird thing Jenny did. Like, Jenny just did a pink filter on one of the screenshots I put in there, so I'm probably going to remove that. Doesn't really achieve anything. Well, at least I got Extract Hunter off. I got hit in the process, but that doesn't really matter too much. Whoa, how did that not hit me at all? I was standing right there where I should have been getting hit, and I just didn't get hit. That's a bit bizarre. Poison on Kezu. To my understanding, Kezu has very strong resistance to poison. But anyway. That is what it is. There we go. But yeah, Kezu and Giganox are opposites, because Giganox has very high thunder resistance, and Kezu has very high poison resistance, so they're basically made for each other. It's always funny when the roar is interrupted. It's one of those roars that really only sounds good if you listen to the whole thing. But if it's cancelled, it just sounds a little silly. Might have to sharpen up momentarily. I'm in the habit of seeing blue sharpness and thinking it's actually good, but I'm not playing a higher end game right now, so definitely want to be sharpening that up. No, I don't have my Discord as just a link that anyone can join, because I don't think that it's worthwhile joining unless you really want to join it. Like, it's not just a thing for people to... In other words, I try to have it be for my frequent viewers, you know, the people who watch all the time. I generally send invites out to people that I'd like to be there. That's the way I do it. You know, I just don't like having the link there for literally any person to just join. At the end of the day, even sending it in the Twitch chat would allow any person who happens to be looking at the Twitch chat to join it. But that's better than just having it sitting on my page for anyone to click on. Are you not in the Discord, Exio? I thought you might have joined. Well, I will send a link for you. Okay. That's all good. Now let's try to get that face. Oh, I do have Extract Hunter, actually. What am I doing? I'm being so silly using the Insect Glaive as it's intended to be used. I could just use Extract Hunter. I really do think Extract Hunter is ridiculous. It's one of those things that just ruins the Insect Glaive. But, it ruins the balancing of it, that is to say. Just trivializes it, I suppose. But I still use it because it's hard to not use it. If it's there as an option, I will use it, but I would rather it not be there. Fuck off! God damn. Getting comboed quite nastily there. Alright, good hunt. But yeah, I try to have my Discord be more of an intimate community, not just some random place where any person can join. That's why it's not there. I'm just gonna carb and then I will get that organised. Didn't have a great time in that fight. Well, I hope I wasn't flinching you or anything. Okay. Trying to get a link. Create invite. There we go. You're also using aerial style? I didn't see you jumping at all. Or did you say, I hate aerial style, but type it to hand? I do wonder these things. Yeah, if you just let anyone join, sometimes the community will just do whatever it wants. And just go rogue, I guess. Not that I'm worried about that. I just don't think it's something worth joining unless you watch me frequently. Anyway. What is our next hunt? Big sword. Alrighty. So I will give Exio the roll. And Exio, you will also receive a roll that will have you pinged every time I go live. If you don't want that at any point, just let me know. But by default you will have that, so... You will be join position number 32. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, Event Shagodu Magala, okay. We'll go and grab something. Well, fire or dragon. I think dragon's better, isn't it? I checked this recently. I feel bad that I haven't actually committed this to memory. Is fire or dragon better? Where the hell is Shagodu? What's it even called? I've got a hair in my mouth. It's one of the things you deal with long hair. Occasionally, you'll just have a hair in your mouth and you're like, oh, great. That's... wow, Welkin Gunner looks a little bit extreme. What the hell? I much prefer that. Anyway. I'll just use dragon, who cares? Can't fucking find it for some reason. Sounds good, Vernon. Let's go Greatsword. Greatsword sounds like a bit of fun. Against Shagodu Magala. He is not weak to fire. That's not true. He must be weak to fire. I'm going to check that right now. I'm going to check that right now. Okay. Monster Hunter, Double Cross Dex. Where are you? There you are. Checking weaknesses for Shagodu Magala. Oh, Juvenator. The weakness to fire is almost equal to that of the weakness to dragon. It is better to go with dragon. Dragon is the primary weakness. But you would not be making a bad decision using a fire weapon against a Shagodu Magala. What are you screaming about, Cavenator? Okay, Exchanger, please. Or should I go for defense-based skills, if it's event? Maybe not. No, let's just go for Exchanger. If I can't get Exchanger, then I'll go for defense skills, but this should be alright. Not seeing Exchanger anywhere. Come on. No, not looking too good. Alright, defense skills it is. And we'll, well, dragon res if we can. Yeah, there we go, cool. Oh no, he doesn't use dragon, does he? He's got his special status. Is that 3 food options with Unlucky Cat? What the hell? 3. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Exio. I hope at some point I will become the staple for traditional hunters. That's my market, you know. That's my audience, that's my focus. It's traditional Monster Hunter, so if I can become a staple for traditional Monster Hunter content, either on YouTube or on Twitch, then that's a good thing. That's the way I would like things to be. And there are definitely people with a wider... Well, I suppose there are people with more knowledge than me who play but don't necessarily make content. But the point is that I think this is something that I will always enjoy playing and recording, so as a result, I think over time it will all grow. And that's the ideal, really. Oh, he does do dragon damage, I see. Interesting. Hadn't really thought about that. What's going on, Cavenator? Waiting on you. I think Juvenator's reacting to my thunder resistance, which is indeed pretty bad. It's like negative 25 or something on this set, because it's mostly Assurient, and as we know, Savage Deviljho is very weak to thunder. So, unsurprisingly, his armor is also very weak to thunder. My thunder resistance, oh, it's negative 21. Not as bad as I thought, but still horrendous. Oh, got a Felvine bomb, why not? And it didn't, oh, it wasn't even a Felvine bomb, what the fuck? Okay. Turn around? No. Get out of there. It's following me, of course. Yeah, right. The situation, Pablo, is that I just don't grow on YouTube. It doesn't happen. There is no growth on YouTube. It doesn't exist. It can exist if you're damn lucky, but on Twitch, at least people can find your stuff. On YouTube, it just doesn't happen. So, I will always upload to YouTube. But the right decision for me as a content creator was to go live exclusively on Twitch. So, yeah, I do realize that I'm performing like actual dick right now. But in terms of the YouTube channel, that will always be there. And I will always upload to that. And there will be some things that I upload specifically to YouTube. In other words, like Doomlink's Random Hunts, which is not recorded live, so therefore it will not appear on Twitch. But yeah, it's going to be much better for me in the long run to be on Twitch. And there will always come a time when people will realize that, you know, there are people who go live on YouTube who will eventually get to a point where if they want to grow, they need to go on Twitch exclusively. It's just what it is. So, yeah, I mean, maybe some people don't feel the need to do that, but I bloody well do, and on top of that, YouTube has done me no favors. YouTube has never done me a single favor. They've done nothing but stamp their boot on my face. In the 12 years that I've been on YouTube making videos, so yeah, I don't have any loyalty to them. Yeah, I also love Shagaru Magala, he's good fun. Although Cavenator says this is hell, which is, I guess, the Polar Opposite. Great, getting a call. Gonna have to mute that. That is the sound of the Xiaomi ringtone. I will actually probably... You know what, I probably should answer that call now that I think about it. I'm sorry to do this to you guys, especially with Beta about to die a second time, but I'm actually going to go and pick up that call, and I will be back in hopefully a few minutes. Just as I got back. I'm sorry about that. But yeah. Not that me going in there was probably going to help or prevent the death, but yeah, funny timing, huh? Just as I got back. Yeah. I think that was even with insurance, wasn't it? I mean, maybe we wouldn't have failed if I'd been there. Who died? Well, Cavenator, you just need to get used to the monster. He's not a very difficult monster to hunt, to be honest. So what's the score? Who died? Did we have insurance? What was happening there? Okay. Need to get another Farcaster. It's always important that you have a Farcaster. I mean, Farcasters are not just used to get you out of a dangerous situation with a hunt. They are mostly used in case you suddenly need to get the hell out of the hunt. If you are distracted by a call, or, you know, someone throws a tomahawk through your window. I mean, you never know. These things happen. So sometimes it's good to have a Farcaster so you don't negatively affect the team. So Juvenator died last. Cavenator died second. Beta died first. But was there insurance? I guess not. Everyone. That's alright. Well, that's good. That's the ideal situation. Because then you don't have one person who feels like they contributed the most to the failure. If everyone together contributed to failure, then that's great. If anything, the failure can probably be attributed to me, because I made you guys 3-man that. And I also didn't do too much at the start. I was playing like shit, so I would say failure falls on my shoulders, mostly. Alright. Are we going to try that again, or are we just going to not do that? I really don't mind either way. I especially don't mind because I barely hunted the thing. Maybe you guys would be less interested in that. Cavenator seems to be not interested, that would be my guess. I've got a courier who wants to give me something, or a flight attendant. Sorry, he's not the courier cat. The courier cat gives you the life powders. Well, Juvenator's already posted, so no, don't. Okay. I don't need to see you running to that quest giver to cancel the quest. I'd probably throw my controller if you did that. I'm very sensitive about that now. Okay. Let's go Charge Blade. You're looking for a mantle? Very well. We'll be using 2 White Fatalis weapons, one after the other, back to back. Alrighty. In fact, now that I think about it, Cavenator was skipped by his own brother. It was going to be Cavenator's turn after Beta. And Juvenator was like, nah, let's do Sergio's. Damn. Well, I'll let you two have a sibling squabble over that. Okay. I don't think Exchanger is... Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Right where I wanted it too. If you're looking for a mantle, actually, we should do the Hyper. We're not going to... We've got a full G-rank team here, so let's do the Hyper instead. I'll post it. Because you're going to have a better chance at getting a mantle that way. And on top of that, we've got a full G-rank team, so it's not going to be too hard to kill the Hyper monster. Anyway. Don't think we'll have too many difficulties here. I'm hoping not, anyway. I feel like I've heard a lot of ready up rings, but every time I check there's only one person readied up. I don't know what that is, but anyway. Yeah, it is a nice looking charge blade, isn't it? It wouldn't be my favourite, but it's not bad looking at all. It's just quite clean, nice shape to it, I guess. Brachydus, he starts quite close to camp, so I will farcast that. Farcasters can be used in that way also. Oh yeah, he is here. I was going to say, he doesn't start here in this game. I was going to get upset, to be completely honest. He's a baby. Look how small he is. Oh my god. He's a baby. I'm guessing Gold Crown small. He's a baby. So little. I mean, he's not as small now that I'm standing right there in front of him. From a distance he looks like an actual baby, but... Baby Steve. Is Steve his name? I didn't know he had a name. Steve. Well, I used to call Joe Joseph. Like J-H-O-Soph. But, as a joke, obviously. Not like genuinely saying, his name's Joseph, guys. But I used to make fun of people who would shorten Raytheon to Ian by saying, oh, Raytheon's a man, is he? Ian the Dragon. Try and get in the... Oh, that was my attempt at doing a drop attack on the face there. Did not work out. Got the wing instead. Not quite the same sort of result. Always be rats to you. I will never, ever get over the fact that you called them rats. For sure. Rat. Like... I will never get over that. Never in my life. Alright. Get away from me. Kind of tempted to Energy Blade, but I don't think I will. Not yet. I feel like I just haven't been able to get many attacks out on this monster. He's been moving a bit too much. That was on the face, which is good. Might do that, and then... Well, Ripper Shield might be a bad idea because the chances of him staying still long enough for me to do it aren't all that high. Here we go. Well, that was an opportunity for me to do it, but... Oh no, managed to get what I needed there. That was good. That's what I was looking for. Let's try to Energy Blade. Ooh, Energy Blade 3. There we go. Maybe I could try to get Energy Blade 3 somehow. That is actually a hunch art that I would like. It's possible that I already have it unlocked as well. Oh yeah, that's right, I was supposed to put Critical Juncture 3 on my... whatever it's called. Oh, very nice, very nice. I was supposed to put Critical Juncture 3 on my Blunt Longsword set, wasn't I? And I didn't end up doing that. I'm glad I remembered in the end, but here's hoping I can actually remember next time. As in, next time I'm able to do that. Like, by the time this hunt is over, I might forget again. Can someone remind me if I do forget? Because it's possible that I will. Got both of those in the general vicinity of the head. It's good to hit the head with these, obviously, because they do have KO damage that they deal. I might actually use another file. Another 2 even. Taking a few hits though. Maybe I should leave it alone. Maybe I shouldn't heal myself. I'll let the red SP do it for me. Wipe my ass, red SP. Go rip a shield again. It's just easier. Again with this. Alright, can I do it? Oh, I didn't get all of it. Well, that's not too bad. Ugh. Might actually top up my health a little bit. That particular attack is what I dislike the most about this monster, I think. Because the thing is, it doesn't really look like it's going to hit you a lot of the time, but it does, and when it does hit you, it hurts a lot. It's heavy damage plus bleeding. Where he's just in the air doing his claw swing. I'm not a fan of it at all. There goes the tail, very nice. I'm about to run out. Oh, red shield, let's try to do an AED, come on. Yeah, of course not. Oh no. No, that's alright. I just wanted to try and get it out before I ran out of red shield, but didn't happen. Ow. That was an interesting flash bomb. I think that was in the anus of the monster again. Oh, Beta's running Death Grip now. I'm surprised out of the whole Monster Hunter community, me and my hunting friends are the only ones who call them rats. Well, the thing is, they're not rats. Like, a rat should conjure up a very clear image of an animal called a rat. And you compare that mental image to the dragons, and you realize, wow, calling them rats actually makes no sense. So, I'm more surprised that anyone in the Monster Hunter community calls them rats. Because, I mean, a rat is a very common animal, and again, it's a very, well, it's one of those words that conjures an immediate image in the mind. Rat. Like, if you call someone a rat, you're a rat. Like, that is immediately going to conjure an image of, like, something disgusting and, like that sort of thing. Like, just really nasty sort of image. And then you look at these dragons and you're like, yeah, they're rats. I mean, there's no connection there. I just don't understand it. It's just really strange to me. Especially when that shortening does not allow you to distinguish between regular Rathalos or rather Rathalos and Raytheon. It refers to both of them. And it would make more sense in English to shorten it to Wraths. The Wraths. That's normal. Wrath is the first syllable, so you shorten it to Wrath. Kill the Wrath, kill the Wraths. Rat is just different. They scurry around like rats. No, they don't. I mean, we could, if we were really stretching it, we could say that, but no. Rat is just, I can't believe it. I'll never be able to believe that you call them rats. It's shocking to me. I haven't been able to hit this bastard creature for a long time because he won't fucking stop moving. I've just been avoiding him and all that. And admittedly, I'm playing entirely subconsciously, but I might actually sharpen up before continuing my attack here. We distinguish them by colour. Green rat, red rat, etc. What the hell? It's like a bad joke. Green rat, red rat. Hey, you guys want to hunt a rat? Yeah, which one? Oh, red rat. Let's hunt red rat. Rathalos is now red rat. Yeah. Sounds easier to say than Rathalos to me. Rathalos or red rat? Sounds like you just like calling them rats for some reason. What have you got against them that you want to call them rats? I mean, Paul, they're the flagship monsters of the series, come on. I'd be offended if I were the Rathalos monsters, or the Wrath monsters. Rathalos and Raytheon. Red rat and green rat, that's the funniest shit I've heard in a long time. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get over that. For as long as I live. Red rat and green rat. And that's a limping Brachydus. Very nice. Do not let him leave. I like to get in there. It's a bit awkward because I couldn't really attack him from that lower level. Very good. Let's get in there on that face. As you can see, he still takes a lot of hits when he's limping. Nicely done, guys. Well, I don't know who would have started it, Vernon, but that's very odd. It's like the fucking Twilight Zone right now. There are people in this world who refer to them as rats, and it's strange. It's like me calling Dodogama dog. Even though it looks nothing like a dog, you could technically shorten it to dog. Hey, let's hunt dog. Dodogama, hey. Hey, dog. You know, it's that sort of thing. I mean, and I'm sure we're going to have someone say, hey, you know, Dodogama's kind of like a dog. Okay, it's on all fours. What else is like a dog? Nothing. I'm hunting dog. Is there a Dodogama subspecies? I guess not. I guess Dodogama is something of a subspecies of Jargrass, but anyway. Whatever. Rats. You call Odogaron. Oh, that is a gold crown small, as I expected. You call him Muscle Puppy. In fact, you can call him Dog. Now that I think about it, Odogaron was referred to as Dog affectionately, because he is a bit like a dog. But, you know, that works, because he's actually dog-like. No mantle. Well, it's not guaranteed. Anyway, I need to work out how to get... Yeah, a lens is the mantle. It is. Mantle would be the general term, I guess. Monster Hunter... Generations Ultimate. What's it called again? Energy Blade. Energy Blade. Oh, fandom.com is the fucking first option. You, who have so deeply fallen from grace, are the first option. Okay. So... Energy Blade. So... What? Hold on. Okay, I'll type Energy Blade. Can control effing this page. 7-star Hunters Hub Quest, The Winged Wyverns. I'm going to check to see. I mean, Cavenator can post, I don't mind, but I'm just going to see. The Winged Wyverns. It's Hub, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. The Winged Wyverns. Here we go. I think that's going to be our next quest after Cavenator's done his. Gonna get ourselves, or at least get me, Energy Blade 3. The Winged Wyverns. Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, what is... Oh no. This is probably a G1... Deviant, is it? LG2. Capture a Bloodbath Diablos. Great. Okay. I hate capture quests. I don't think a single person in this world likes capture quests. But, whatever. I'll go Ice Light Burger. I can use dual blades? Nah. I feel like using light bowgun. I don't like using dual blades on a monster like Diablos because they're so low to the ground you're forced to attack the feet. I don't like that at all. If I was spinning a roulette to decide which weapon I'd use, I'd do it, but I'd rather use this. Should I use... yeah, I'll keep going with Exchanger. It's only a single G2 Bloodbath. And I think this has good defense too, yeah it does, so we'll be alright. I don't need Moxie or Insurance or anything like that. At least I don't think so. What should you use, Beta? Well, looks like you've already got Hunting Horn there. And you know what, I think Hunting Horn would be fun. So yeah, go with that. Okay. So in terms of ammo, we'll go and replace water with ice, or freeze as they say. Isn't it funny to think that the only way you have access to ice damage, ice element, in first generation is with a gun, by shooting freeze ammunition. There are no freeze weapons for some reason. I'll spam ping when it's ready. Oh, thank God, you've actually got Capture Guru. Awesome. I'm too lazy to make a Capture Guru set in this game, so I'm always suffering with capture quests. That's very good. I want to give a respectful kiss to whoever designed the Kushala weapons. Yeah, I do like them all. What's my favorite? I really like the lance. I like the bow. That horse bow. It's very nice. Alrighty. I think we're ready to go. What Hunting Horn is she using? Oh no. It's the ear rape Hunting Horn. One of the worst sounding hunting horns in the series. It's not even like a nice electric guitar sound, it's just pure ear rape. But there are worse, if you can believe that. There's one really awful whistling horn that I haven't heard since Freedom Unite, but I'll tell you, like, I don't know what it is. It might be like one of the bell, like the Raytheon bell horns, something like that. There is a horn that exists that has this awful tone. I don't even want to believe that they would bring it back with that tone. They've probably brought the hunting horn back, the one that I'm thinking of, but I think it's one of the Raytheon bells. It's probably any of the Raytheon bells. There's a particular note that you can play that's just fucking awful. But you don't hear it as much with 3rd and 4th gen hunting horn because you don't actually play the notes like you do in 2nd gen. In 2nd gen you actually have to play the note properly, note by note. So you probably won't hear as much ear rape with oh, there you go. So you probably won't hear too much from that hunting horn. Well, there's lots of kissing going on, isn't there, Pablo? I keep forgetting that you have a really dumb fucking combo, which involves hitting people who are affected by your roar, which in my opinion is the cheapest fucking thing you can possibly do. Technically, you can say, oh, you don't like it? Well, bring high-grade earplugs, which I guess isn't bad, but still, it bothers me because I don't like being forced to use high-grade earplugs, but I guess that's just one of those things where you suck it up. You either suck it up or you change your set to accommodate it. Trying to get a shot in. Now that I think about it, my ice hunting horn is really ugly. It's the Blangonga hunting horn, and it's so stupid looking. It looks like a giant lollipop. And not a very tasty one. Oh no, 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 no! I mean, I had all the fucking chances in the world to get out of the way there, and I totally forgot, again, that he does that. Ugh, so stupid of me. Anyway, let's actually start paying attention now, shall we? There's nothing much I could have done there, except maybe dive and stop running like an idiot. There's a lot of support going on here, which I can live with. Freeze level 2. I might actually check Bloodbath. Weak points for element. Now, where is Bloodbath Diablos in this list? Shit. Diablos, Diablos, Diablos. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's a one death. Oh. So it's a capture and a one death. Is that what's happening here? Or did a few people die? What happened? Did one person die? I didn't know that it was a capture and one faint. That's crazy. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna check elemental weak points of this monster. Where are you? Found you. Head. No, not head. Back / wing. And the tail tip. As well as that, you can also just go for the... Oh, excuse me, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It is a one faint? That's awful. And then Cabinetta says, no one died. I think someone died, Cabinetta. I've just got a feeling in my waters that someone might have died there. But, anyway, I guess we will have to eat for insurance this time. How about that? I will be the one to eat for insurance. We don't want more than one person eating for it. I will be the one. Foodie and insurance. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Alright. So I don't have to do any setup here, because I only used internal ammo that time. So I'll ready up. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a multi-cart either, because I was actually looking at my my game reference to try to find Bloodbath in the list of monsters, and so I wasn't looking at the screen. But yeah, that was a bit of a nasty conclusion to that attempt. Let's try that again. Now, pretend like it's a one faint. Just because I've got insurance doesn't mean that you can just go in there and not worry about it. We need to be very careful here. The key is to play as if we've only got a single death. Oh, what is my controller doing? Of course it's disconnected. Come on. Come on, controller. I think I have to plug it in again, don't I? Shit. Bastard thing. Does this thing where it needs to be plugged in. Again, I'm using a PS4 controller with the Switch, so it's not always perfect. I should just be glad that it didn't happen in the middle of the hunt. If it happened in the middle of the hunt, I just would have died. Simple as that. It's not necessarily guaranteed that I would have died, but there's certainly nothing I would have been able to do if he was coming after me. Okay. So, tail tip is not really going to be reliable, so I'll just settle for the wings. Wings is fine. Back is also good. Oh, that's so funny, Exio. I did the opposite. I traded my PS4 Pro for a Switch because I got World at launch. I bought the PS4 for World. And then by the time Generations Ultimate was announced, I was like, well shit, I'm getting a Switch and I don't need this PS4 anymore. So I went and sold the PS4, got a Switch. So that's the way I did it. This one seems to be larger than the last one. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm being foolish, but I think he's a little larger. I think that's the back broken. I suppose there would be a back break, wouldn't there? Oh god, my controller stopped responding there briefly. Don't know if you saw that, but I was just standing there. Yeah, that's a back break. I was just sort of standing there, and the reason why was because my controller was like, oh hey, Doomlink, I need a break for a few seconds. Which I didn't really appreciate. No you don't. No you fucking don't. I probably ended up hitting someone, did I? No, I didn't. That's good. I hate it when Bullet Geyser hits my teammates. I would like to break the horns. The horns are always worthwhile breaking. There you go, good flinch. No, you don't. It's a nasty combo, I don't like that. Well, every combo he does is a nasty combo, isn't it? I'd like a good chance, or a good opportunity to hit the tail tip, though. No, you don't. Nice combo, dickhead. What a prick. What a prick. Anyway. That's what we had insurance for, wouldn't you say? I mean, awful combo. If I have my fucking gun out, there's nothing I can do. If I had it sheathed, I could have dived, but... whatever. Not a fan of this monster sometimes. There we go, there's the tail tip. Freeze level 2 is your best shot type for hitting the elemental weak point, obviously, because it's very focused, heavy damage. Well, there you go. What is it about this fucking hunt that we're having issues with? What's the deal with that? 2 failures? It's not a good start. Well, it's not a good thing in general, but... whatever. I've done my time with Bloodbath. Although I never did end up getting my own Bloodbath ranked up. I was doing someone else's Bloodbath. No, it's fine. I died too. Stupidly, but still died. Tempted on going near a mall and smacking a kid for a Switch. Wow, that's a little violent. Just a little bit. I mean, that is some desperation. Willing to go to jail and probably have, like, a, you know, physically assaults children on your permanent record. What should I use? I don't really want a gun anymore because I'm taking... the hits that I'm taking are a bit too heavy. Unless I use Heavy Pierce, because then I'll be able to evade Extender out of whatever he's doing. Yeah, I'll just go with this. No one has eaten, so I will be the one to get insurance again. It's with courage this time. Don't you dare not give me insurance, thank you. I won't post it. You still have Capture Guru? Well, I would bloody well hope so. Because imagine we finally got to the point where we succeed in the hunt, but we kill the monster instead of capturing it. I can't believe that they have the gall to combine one feint with capture as quest requirements. That's disgusting. That actually makes me sick. What's wrong with them? I have no need for a kidney at this stage, Axio, so... I will not buy your kidneys so you can get a switch. You know what, this will probably be my last hunt, to be honest. Yes, I can, Beta, that's fine. Beta needs Genprey Fangs. For paralysis, I would assume. Not over here, somewhere. Where is Genprey stuff? Here. Oh, Genprey Fangs, oh right, I was looking for something that was yellow for some reason. I guess you can buy Genprey Fangs in this game. You can, can't you? Because I don't have too many of them. But, yeah. I'm sure they can be purchased. Very well, Beta. Ugh. Dear me. I mean, ideally, I'd be getting Moxie, but insurance is very important as well. Oh dear. I don't know if there is some intense setup taking place here, probably. I'll be half asleep before we even get in the hunt. Alright, off we go. Well, whenever Cabernet ready. Patience is king, is it not? Here we go. Goody. Take 3 of Bloodbath G2. A quest that really isn't all that difficult, but we seem to all be having issues with. Well, as a team, we're having issues with it. Sounds great, Exio. What if I already have it? Do I get twice the amount? You know, that Apsaros, I'm already annoyed by it. It hasn't done anything to me yet, but I'm already annoyed. It was very nice of you to allow me to shoot all of my ammunition there. It's very nice of you. Now, gunpowder infusion, as I've said before, is a little dangerous in certain hunts, and I would say that this would be an example of a dangerous hunt to use it in. See? Keep away from me, you fucking asshole. At least he was doing his simple attacks. I'm going to line up for Pierce here. Going to go through the wing. I'm actually glad that I used gunpowder infusion there, because that was good timing. I had gunpowder infusion ready for the paralysis, which was good. Now the problem here, Beta, is that if you've got Capture Guru and you're going to ping when capturable, we have to somehow be able to differentiate between a ping for Genpray Fangs and a ping for capturable. So we'll see. How are we to know? So I think we'll be getting through this faster this time around. That was 3 evade extender evades, and I still couldn't get out of there. Still couldn't get out of there. Awful. Anyway, make do with what we have. Which is to say, if this monster's going to be that frickin' annoying, you just deal with it. No, you don't. Another one! What the fuck is your problem? And look at the hitbox on this stupid head. How frustrating. All this to get one fucking quest completed, too. Okay, now. Not a pleasant experience. And changing to Pierce 2. Let me guess, I'm the target. Oh, you're not going to combo anyone. How nice of you. I love that attack, that's so cool. Very cool. As much as this monster generally frustrates me, it's a very cool attack. Oh, I'm getting a nice shot of some plant life there. Some native flora. I'm staying well away from Diablos when he's doing that. Now the reason why my my ADS moved so slowly to the left there is because my analog stick is messed up on the left side. Fangs plus. Well, look. I'm trying to get good piercing, so if I was positioned to the side, I was going for the wing. Fuck off! I was going for the wing, but oh dear. I'll try to get him in a trap then. I'll put him in a pitfall. He's not exhausted or anything, but whatever. That should get him straight in there. Very good. Isn't that funny watching him twirl into a pitfall trap? That wasn't for capturing. It was for hitting the damn face. I mean, you know, I put down I put down a pitfall trap to hit the face, and instead of hitting the face, it's like tranks going off everywhere. Beta has capture gurus, so we will know when it's capturable. No, you fucking don't. Are you gonna combo into me? You are, but fortunately you were out of range. I wanted to reload and gunpowder infusion at the same time. Oh, no, 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 no. At least we've got red SP, but it's not going to heal us too quickly in a short space of time. Yeah, it is an intimidating hunt if you're a gunner, for sure. But it's a little bit of fun. It's sort of a mix between annoying and fun. Depends on the situation. It becomes annoying if you fail repeatedly. But if you're just presented with a little bit of a challenge and failure doesn't eventuate, then generally it's alright. And of course I'm rolling into him because he's going after someone else, so it's capturable now. Awesome. Well, that was good. Finally got a successful hunt there. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got the horn carve over there. Wherever it might be. There it is. Oh, I missed it, because it's a capture quest. I don't really need it anyway. I mean, I'm not making bloodbath stuff anymore. Alright. With that, I think that is going to conclude my live stream for today. That is my second Gold Crown Small bloodbath, actually. It's really interesting that I've managed to find 2. I've only killed maybe 6 or 7. Something like, well, let's say around 10. That's funny. But anyway, that is going to conclude this recording. I do hope you all enjoyed. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but as I said, it was going to be a shorter recording anyway. But yeah, I will see you all when I'm next live, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye bye for now.